What's up, guys? This is Nevin Dravinsky, producer on UFC Undisputed 3, and I'll be showing you some of the new features in the game.
So what's new this time around?
So new to this year, and quite possibly the feature I'm most impressed with, is Pride Fighting Championship. So let's take a look at that in the game.
Pride mode is fighting, but using a whole new set of rules. Those from the old Japanese Pride Mixed Martial Arts Championships.
So here on the Rule Select screen, you can pick UFC rules or Pride rules at any time. Going into Pride, again, picking your corners. Pride middleweight obviously includes UFC light heavyweight. And what's really cool about the way we did Pride in the game this year is that you can play any UFC fighter in Pride rules or any Pride guy in UFC rules. You can see we can do mirror matches, Wanderlei versus Wanderlei, or specifically Pride Wanderlei versus Pride Wanderlei. You can also do some fantasy matchups. If I go over here to the UFC rule, you can do UFC Wanderlei on the right versus Pride Wanderlei on the left. You can see they're modeled differently. We definitely modeled the Pride guys as they looked when they were in Pride. We'll do a classic Wanderlei Rampage matchup in the Saitama Super Arena. Pride was essentially a game within a game. This is still the UFC game with Pride rules, but we have Steven Quadros and Boss Rutan doing the announcing, Lenny Hart, the Screaming Lady, calling you out during the intros. Different rule set, no elbows to the head, but face stomps, soccer kicks, knees to the heads of downed opponents. It certainly makes for a lot of cool gameplay opportunities.
And now, the Pride middleweight main event!
Obviously, entrances are a big part of the game this year. First time we've had entrances in the UFC game, and they were a big part of the Pride Fighting Championships, and we definitely wanted to make sure we did it right. So you see Wanderlei coming out with the techno music, the lights, everything that made Pride what it was. The Screaming Lady calling him out. And it definitely, this is something that I think more time for development, allows us to put in the game. Just more polish, more tuning, and just these extra presentation elements that make for, a more complete gameplay experience.
From the USA, Quinton, the Rampage, Jackson!
This matchup is a pretty classic historical matchup with Quinton and Wanderlei in Pride. For those of you who haven't seen their fights, definitely go check those out. Also, Pride allows us opportunities to kind of play with our shaders, do a lot more experimenting with the dynamic lighting. They fought in these usually open-air arenas, but with hot white lights reflecting off of this white mat. Definitely allows us to kind of play with the look of the characters and also the gameplay opportunity. I mean, that's what really differentiates Pride mode. Got Quinton in his Apollo Creed-esque shorts. Pride is certainly, I think, once you actually get a chance to play it and do your first face stomp, you'll be hooked. Classic stare down with the Wanderlei bob and weave. And we'll get into some gameplay and show you kind of the differences. Again, no elbows to the face, but Japanese rule set, knees to the heads of down opponent, and positions like north-south all of a sudden take on a different level of danger. So we'll get in here, going for the flying knee. See sways on the feet, very important for staying in the pocket. Gonna have Wanderlei just take Quinton down and show off some of the cool stuff. So quickly he's gonna get to north-south, and then boom. See there, he has to posture up, knees to the head, boom, kick to the face. At this point, I'm going to let him recover so I can step on his face. Again, here's side control. Now I can go knees to the head. Again, he's rocked, getting into mount, a couple hammer fists. Again, I mean, you just see the sort of brutality that you're able to pull off in Pride.
That was beautiful. Nice.
Sways on the ground, get out of this position. Boom, nice head kick, little rock. and boom, step on your face. I mean, this is really the most fun part about pride fighting is just telling your buddy, yeah, I just did that. So again, you get a little taste of what you're going to be able to do fighting in pride. Definitely have to be more aware of the situations that you get into, especially you know, if you're getting into, you know, side control. You see your opponent going for north-south. All of a sudden, it's going to be a lot different scenario than playing in UFC rules.
You don't improve your position, they will stop the fight. So don't come and complain after when it happens. Improve your position.